evening. At this time, we ask you to please silence all cell phones and other mobile devices for the remainder of the ceremony. Please rise and remain standing till all the graduates have marched in. You may be seated. It is my pleasure to welcome you to New River Community College pinning ceremony for the Practical Nursing Program. I am Helen Wolf, the college's Dean of Health Professions, and I have the honor of helping to recognize our nursing graduates tonight. Before we move forward with this evening's ceremony, I would like to take a moment as Dean to acknowledge the memorial table placed here by our students. The table is a powerful symbol of remembrance. It honors the loved ones and mentors who are no longer with us, but whose influence remains and deeply felt. In nursing, we learn that the presence is not always physical. The memories, lessons, and loved ones that we've lost live on in the way we care, the way we lead, and the way we serve others. To our graduates, your strength, compassion, and resilience in the face of loss reflect the heart of nursing. Tonight, we honor those who carry you, and we recognize the profound impact that they have had on your journey. We carry them with us in our hearts, and we honor their legacy as we take our next steps in the calling as nurses. Pinning ceremonies began with Florence Nightingale and symbolizes your achievement of completing education requirements and marks your transition into practice. Nurses have a unique perspective on the gift of life. You are going to make an impact on someone's life, no matter how big or small. Indeed, it does take a nurse to save a life. You are going to care for the wounded in body and in spirit. You are there to comfort someone in their pain or sorrow. You may be the last face someone sees before they pass from this life to the next. What a privilege. You will make a difference. I would like now to introduce the president of New River Community College, Dr. Robert Brandon. Dr. Brandon's journey in higher education began in the classroom where he taught composition to nursing majors and discovered firsthand how clear communication strengthens compassionate care. Since then, he has served as an English professor, department chair, dean, and vice president, always keeping teaching and student success at the heart of his work. Now, as New River Community College's 7th president, he continues to champion the faculty-student partnership that turns learning into lives of service. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Brandon.
Good evening. It's my pleasure to welcome everyone here this evening. To our students, these nurses, let me say you've accomplished a wonderful thing, an amazing thing. We're very proud of you. We also know that no great accomplishment happens in a vacuum. You always have support of the people, your families, your friends, and the people at the institution who've walked along beside you. And so it's my pleasure tonight to recognize some special guests who played a part in that journey. Certainly, this program would not be possible without the opportunity for our students to obtain experience in clinical settings. Please let me express appreciation to the New River Valley Hospitals and other healthcare facilities that serve as clinical settings for our practical nursing programs. With your cooperation, our students gain the real-world experience that is essential in preparing them for a career in nursing. We deeply appreciate your support of our program. At this time, I would like to recognize representatives from our clinical agencies who are attending this evening. If you don't mind, please stand when I call your name. We have with us administrators and executives from the following healthcare agencies: Samantha McClure, CNO, Louis Gale Pulaski. Adam Edwards, Administrator, Pulaski Health and Rehab. Christina Collins, Pulaski Health and Rehab. Please give those administrators a round of applause and appreciation for their work. We also want to give special thanks to Carilion Clinic for purchasing the specially designed nursing pins that will be used in tonight's ceremony. I would next like to recognize the members of the NRCC College Board. These community leaders give their time and talents to ensure our college is as strong as possible. I'd like to ask our board members to stand and be recognized when I call their name. Our distinguished board chair, Bill Cunningham from Pulaski County. Dr. Dick Harshberger from the city of Radford. Dr. Peggy DeWald Link from Floyd County. Thank you for making our college great. I now want to recognize the health profession nursing faculty. Faculty, please stand when recognized. Melissa Rice. Monica Allen. Jessica Cumby. Hannah Boyd. Lisa Johnston. And Stephanie O'Brien. All of these professionals have contributed to the success of the program, and we owe them a big thank you. That highlights just a few of the many people behind our nursing programs, but now it's time to focus on our students. You've traveled quite a path for the last year. You've each had your own challenges to meet, and you have met them. I know you feel a great sense of excitement, but also perhaps sadness that your time here is ending. We applaud you on your accomplishment and now encourage you to go out and make all of us proud representing our practical nursing program. Please accept my congratulations and the best wishes of the entire New River Community College family. Again, to all the folks here, welcome. I hope you enjoy this wonderful event. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Melissa Rice, our Assistant Professor of Practical Nursing, for the faculty address.
Thank you, Dr. Brandon. Today we celebrate the accomplishments of the students. I'd like to address the families first. And to our families, I don't have to remind you of what you've given up getting to this moment. You are celebrating this person who may be your mom, your child, your sister, your brother, your wife, your husband, your partner, and even your friend. It may have felt at times that you had suffered a loss, and at times you may have been the patient. Your dining room table became the desk, the study area. Your homes were filled with Zoom study groups. The struggles have paid off. And after today, not only do you get your person back, but you also gain free medical care and advice. But today is about the students, and so I'd like to address the students. And today is about you. You have given up a lot to get to this day, but today you did it. You started writing your story. And remember, this is not the end of your story. It's the beginning. It's the chapter 1 that you began August of 2024. And now as you head into chapter 2, you have learned a lot through this adventure. You learned that the ABCs are not the first 3 letters of the alphabet, but they are the basics for life. Maslow taught you how to care for your patient, to prioritize their needs, all based on a triangle. He also taught you how to cringe every time you hear his name. In OB, you learned that an engagement was when the baby moves into the mother's pelvis and not the promise of marriage. Am I right, Ms. Johnson? I could go on and on about what you have learned during our time together, but most importantly, I want you to remember compassion. You must have compassion for your patients and their families. You are the voice for the voiceless, the advocate when they cannot advocate for themselves. You are their helping hands, and you will impact everyone you care for. You will have frustrations, aggravation, and even be pushed to your limits. You will end your shift physically and mentally exhausted. And when that happens, remember why you chose nursing. And think on the lyrics of the song Rise Up from Andra Day. You'll rise up like the day. You'll rise unafraid. You'll rise up and do it 1,000 times again. Because that's who you are. That's how we all are. We do this every day because we want to make a difference. So I want to send you another challenge, and that's to never give up, even when the day or the world says that you should. I challenge you to never stop learning. Nursing is always changing. You will find new and better ways to care for your patients, so be the change. Lastly, I welcome you to the profession. Protect it, hold each other accountable, and go out and conquer the world. Thank you. At this time, I am pleased to introduce our student speakers. Our first is Sierra Fiore. I think I said it right this time. Sierra is a first-time nursing graduate or student graduate from the college. She is married and is caring for her niece. Excuse me, I'll get it right in a second. Sierra was also chosen by her peers to be one of the class representatives. So Sierra, everybody welcome Sierra.
Good evening, family, friends, fellow graduates. I welcome you as we gather for this monumental occasion. As I stand before you tonight, I look upon your faces with so much adoration. We did it together, no matter how many heartaches we had, no matter how many tears. We've made it. We've done it. Tonight is about you. I'm so sorry. It's been a journey filled with many challenges, losses, and heartbreaks, but also fun times filled with laughter, those aha moments when things finally made sense, and bonds that will last a lifetime. We've pushed through countless nights of studying, long days at clinical, and drank more coffee and energy drinks than we probably should. Just saying, we've got to get through it. Just one more month, just one more week, just one more day. And that day, it's here, and it's our day. I'd like to thank our family and friends who have helped support us during this journey. You'll never truly know what a huge part each and every one of you have played and our success and how much we appreciate you and your unwavering support and love while we've pursued our dreams and our passions. To the nurses who came before us, I want to express my utmost respect and admiration and want to share that now because you may walk slower now, trembling hands that once was steady as stone, but we see the fire still glowing in your chest and we carry its warmth with us in every step that we take. We didn't learn this work from textbooks. We learned it from you, from the way you calm a room with just your presence, from how you sat beside the dying and made their last moments matter, made them who they are. You cared in a time before we relied on machines. You taught us that vitals aren't everything, that sometimes the most critical reading is the fear in your patient's eyes. You've shown that strength that isn't muscle. Instead, it's being soft when the systems tried to harden you. You fought battles we'll never see. You healed in days with fewer supplies and heavier burdens, and still, you showed up. With hands cracked from endless washing, feet swollen from long shifts, a heart that's broken 100 times, but never stopped beating for others. Now, the torch, it's in our hands, but it's your flame that lights it. Every time we hold space for a grieving family, every time we choose grace over speed, it's you that we are channeling. You made this uniform mean something, and when I feel lost, I'll return to the memory of your steadiness, the quiet confidence you carried, even when the world called you just a nurse. You were never just anything. You were and you still are the heartbeat, the backbone, and the blueprint. And now, because of you, we will walk with purpose, care with conviction, and lead with love. To the nurses before us, you didn't just teach us how to be a nurse. You taught us how to carry the weight of humanity without letting it crush us. Your legacy doesn't live in textbooks. It lives in me and my fellow classmates, and we hope to make you proud. Fellow classmates, I'm so proud of each and every one of you. You have persevered so many struggles and heartaches, but you continued to show up. You continued to push forward. Every one of you have your own reasons why you wanted to become a nurse, and as we prepare to embark on our careers, I urge you to remember why you chose this path. Nursing is not just a profession, it's a calling. We're advocates for health, leaders in our community, and a source of hope for those who we faithfully serve. There will be challenges ahead, but embrace them. Let them mold you into the nurse that you're meant to be. As we take this next step, let us carry forward the values we have learned: integrity, compassion, resilience, and love. Again, I want to thank every one of you for your love and support along the journey. Your belief has continued to fuel our determination. Together, we have reached something remarkable, and I'm excited to see how we will continue to grow and inspire through our careers. Congratulations, nurses. Let us go forth with courage and compassion in hopes to make a difference in this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Sierra. Your second speaker is Cami Smith. Cami also is married. I'm like drawing a blank here. Married with children. She comes from the Roanoke area. She was also chosen by her peers, so please welcome Cami Smith.
Good evening, everyone. Faculty, family, friends, and my amazing classmates. This is such an honor to be standing before you today as the peer-nominated student representative. When we started this program a year ago, we were excited, hopeful, and scared. We knew this wasn't going to be easy, but personally, I don't think I realized how much this was going to stretch me physically, emotionally, and mentally. This journey tested all of us. We made it through sleepless nights, back-to-back exams, long clinicals, moments where we questioned if we should keep going, but here we are. We made it. We survived, we adapted, and we overcame, as Miss Rice would say. Some of us came into this program with heavy hearts of just losing loved ones. Some of us lost loved ones during this year. One of our very own, Caitlin, I gotta call her out, gave birth during the first semester and was back the next week. Now that's impressive. That's not just strength, that's dedication. We have shown what it means to be a nurse, to keep showing up even when it's hard, even when it hurts, because we know our purpose is bigger than our pain. We showed up early for clinicals after long nights of studying or caring for our children. We studied through exhaustion, worked part-time and full-time jobs, cared for family members, and still managed to show up for each other. Were there tears? Yes, lots and lots and lots of tears. But there was also laughter, encouragement, and a bond that only those who have walked through the fire together can understand. To our instructors, thank you for challenging us, for guiding us, and refusing to let us settle for anything less than excellence. You didn't just teach us how to be nurses, you taught us how to rise and not conform. To our families and loved ones, thank you for your patience, your prayers, your support, and your belief in us, even on the days we couldn't see it for ourselves. The victory is yours too, and we couldn't have done it without y'all. To my fellow graduates, we did it. We finally made it to the day we all thought would never come. I'm grateful to have gone through all of this with all of you wonderful ladies. Thank you for choosing me as your student representative. I hope I served y'all well. We may be closing this chapter, but our story is just beginning. Let's go out into the world, lead with kindness, and make a difference. One patient, one shift, one moment at a time. Thank you and congratulations to New River Community College's 2025 LPN cohort.
This evening is a continuation of over a century in America, celebrating the completion of a nursing education with a pinning ceremony. It is a tradition within our nursing profession, a rite of passage from student to graduate nurse. This ceremony symbolizes your accomplishment and your commitment to the nursing profession. The pin that will be presented to you this evening symbolizes your journey. You have learned much, and I venture to say you've changed. It is a new beginning for you. It's exciting. I challenge you to passionately embrace your nursing career and enjoy your nursing profession. You'll touch the lives of many patients, and you'll also be touched by their lives. Care for your patients with compassion and empathy. As Florence Nightingale shared with her nursing students, also take care of yourself. Congratulations on your achievement, and I wish you the best in your nursing career. Will the practical nursing class of 2025 please stand? Please cross the stage to receive your pin as I call your name. Students will come forward and students have prepared remarks that will be read. Please hold your applause until after students' remarks. Carly Shay Atkins.
This moment would not have been made possible without all the wonderful people in my life who have shown me endless support. To my family, friends, coworkers, and teachers, thank you for cheering me on every step of the way. I love you all, and I'm so thankful for each of you.
Sheridan Elizabeth Bishop.
Thank you to my family and my friends for getting me through this program. I truly wouldn't know what I would do without you all if it wasn't for all the encouragement that you gave me. I would also like to thank myself for going through all the long nights, blood, sweat, and tears, and that I never gave up on my dream to become a nurse, and that I always tried to remember my why, and that this was all going to be worth it at the end. Again, thank you to everyone for the support, and I can't wait to see where my nursing profession leads me.
Erilyn Opal Blake.
It was never easy, but giving up was never an option. I kept pushing forward even on the hard days with faith just the size of a mustard seed, because I knew my calling on my life was bigger than the challenges in front of me. Thank you to my family and friends who have supported me, but most of all, thank you to my biggest supporter, Hunter, who pushed me and believed in me even when I didn't believe in myself.
Anne Marie Dickerson.
I want to thank my mom, my wonderful husband, and all my friends for standing by me and supporting me through my journey in nursing school. Your support meant so much to me that words cannot explain. I do not know what I would have done without you all. Your support is what kept me going.
Sydney Grace Farley.
It's been a challenging time with the exams, clinicals, and endless studying. I want to thank everyone who encouraged me, supported me, and most importantly, prayed for me through this journey.
Sierra Maria Fiore.
Today, as I stand here with my fellow classmates and nurses, I wish I could go back and tell the bright-eyed little girl I once was, the one who always wanted to be a nurse, that we have made it. No matter how many times we were told you can't, you shouldn't, you won't make it, you did make it. Hold your head high and be proud of yourself.
Hedda Keeley Gray.
I would just like to thank my amazing son, Cohen, girlfriend, Amanda, and all my friends and family for their continued support. None of this would have been possible without each and every one of you.
Amy Renee Greer.
I want to thank God for giving me the strength and grace to make it through this journey. I'm deeply thankful to my family for their love and support, especially through the hardest days. Most of all, I honor the memory of my late husband, who believed in me when I doubted myself and would have wanted me to continue in the nursing program. Ricky, I made it.
Bobby Lynn Laughlin.
Thank you, Mom and Beth, for putting up with my crazy schedule. I'm graduating today in honor of my dad and my husband, Dale.
Caitlin Elizabeth Oakes.
I could not have made it this far without the shoulders I had to lean on. To my amazing fiance, my incredible parents, also known as the world's best babysitters, and my sweet baby boy, who is my daily motivation, thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly couldn't have done it without you.
Courtney Marie Redmond.
I want to thank my husband Logan and our 5 children for enduring this past year with all the mishaps and changes. I am thankful for the handful of people who have been the backboard and helped me bounce back. Thank you to all the instructors who have taken the extra time to make sure we all succeeded.
Cami Nicole Smith.
Thank you to all my friends and family for your support throughout this journey. To Cody, your sacrifices and constant encouragement made this dream a reality. I am forever grateful. To my babies, Sammy and Abel, you are the reason Mommy kept pushing forward, even on the days that I wanted to give up. Everything I've accomplished is because of y'all's love and inspiration.
Clarissa Nicole Yoder.
I am so grateful for each of my family and friends who supported me so well and prayed me through nursing school. I want to thank each of the New River Community College faculty and instructors who made this possible. And most of all, I thank God for giving me the strength for every day of this journey.
The blessing of the heads is another special aspect of our ceremony. It is symbolic representation of how the hands of a nurse are used to deliver care and compassion. Ms. Melinda Tunnell will be facilitating this beautiful experience. Ms. Tunnell is the Earn to Learn coordinator and has been in ministry for about 30 years.
As we gather here today to celebrate this important milestone in your journey, I want to take a moment to reflect on the meaning behind the blessing of the hands. This ceremony, which began in the nursing programs and faith-based hospitals in the 1980s, it was created to honor the sacred work of nurses that they do each day. Rooted in the tradition of healing hands and hands that comfort and care and carry the weight of others' pain, it reminds us that the nursing is more than just a profession, it's a calling. Inspired by the example of Florence Nightingale and grounded in the spiritual care, the blessing of the hands became a symbolic way to recognize the heart and humanity that nurses bring to every shift and every touch and every life that it encounters. Today, as we bless your hands, we honor not only that your knowledge and your skill, but the compassion and strength that will guide your care throughout. Rosa was 62 years old with silver hair tucked in a knit hat and years of sorrow that etched upon her face. She once had a job and a home and a family, but after a stirring of tragedies and a string of losing things, her daughter in a car accident, then her job, and then her home, Rosa found herself living in a woman's shelter. Quiet and withdrawn, she kept to herself, and her eyes were always just cast down. Most days she barely even spoke. One morning, Rosa collapsed in the shelter hallway. The staff called a nurse who volunteered in the shelter clinic. Her name was Joy. Joy didn't hesitate. She knelt right there on the floor and took Rosa by the hand. Her pulse was weak, and Rosa was dehydrated and shaking and had an infected wound on her arm that she had been hiding under her coat for so long. She was scared. She was scared of the hospitals and people, mainly because of being judged and being forgotten again. Joy looked at Rosa in the eyes and said softly, "You're safe now. I have you." There was something in her voice, gentle, grounded, real, that broke through Rosa's fear that day. Over the next 2 weeks, Joy cared for Rosa every single day. She cleaned her wound with warm hands, gave her fluids, and made sure that she ate something, and sat with her in silence when all that Rosa could do was just sit there and say nothing back. One day, as Joy was changing the bandage, Rosa finally spoke. "You're the first person who has touched me without making me feel dirty in years. I didn't think these old hands were worth anything anymore." Joy paused, and she took Rosa by her weathered hands, and she put them in her own, and she said, "These hands that I'm holding have held babies, they've wiped tears, they've cooked meals, they've served them more than most people ever will. They're not just worth something, they're sacred," she told her. That day, Rosa wept, not from pain, but from finally being seen. She felt loved and human again. Rosa didn't just receive medical care, she received a healing of her spirit of dignity and identity. The nurse's hands didn't just bandage the wounds that day. They restored a soul, that the world had overlooked. The nursing is not just a profession, but a calling to see the unseen, to touch the untouchable, and to remind the forgotten that they are still worthy to be loved. So today I ask you to take a look at your hands. As you're sitting there, RNs or LPNs, take a look at your hands. Today we pause to honor your hands, the hands that have studied and practiced and trembled, but yet triumphed. Hands that have held textbooks night by night and touched lives by the day. Hands that will carry both skill and compassion into every patient's room that you walk. May these hands always remember the weight of the life held gently, the warmth of a hand grasp for reassurance, and the silent language of a touch when the words fall short. Bless these hands with strength that may lift the weary, support the frail, and steady the frightened. Bless these hands with precision that they may give comfort, administer care, and perform each task with excellence. Bless these hands with tenderness that they may offer healing not only to the body, but to the heart and to the spirit. Let them be hands that listen as well as speak, that hold dignity, not just charts, that carry empathy into the sterile and to the sacred. May these hands be guided by your wisdom, grounded in your knowledge, and moved always by love. As you step forward into your calling, may your hands never forget the purpose, and may the world be better, gentler because of the healing you offer through them. These hands you are looking at and hold before you, they are more than tools of physical care. They are instruments of compassion and presence and healing. They honor life, restore dignity, and hold space for healing. And in doing so, they remind us that the true holiness is found in service to others. Matthew 7:12 in the New International Version of Scripture says, "So in everything do to others what you would have them do to you." For this sums it up in the law of the prophets. I speak to you today, go with courage and with open hands, ready to serve, ready to care, and ready to show love even when it's hard, and always ready to make a difference.
I challenge you as an old nurse to a new nurse, always let your patients feel like they're special to you, because they are. I get myself emotional even talking about it. Before we conclude today's ceremony, we would like to take a moment to recognize our Earn to Learn nursing graduates. These outstanding students participated in a special grant program awarded by the Virginia Department of Health designed to support the development of practice-ready nurses. Through this initiative, participants were employed by healthcare facilities and gained valuable hands-on experience by working 1 day a week as a nurse extern. In addition, they engaged in a structured mentorship, working one-on-one with an experienced nurse. At this time, Ms. Melinda Tennell will present certificates of achievement to these graduates, along with a uniform allowance in recognition of their dedication and their accomplishments. Graduates, please come forward as I call your name. Sierra Fiore. Hannah Gray. Thank you for attending tonight's ceremony. I ask that everyone stand for the recessional.